Hello, Scout. How are you on this fine day?
I'm good, thank you, ma'am.
So, Scout, I'd like to talk to you about your thoughts on Bob Ewell.
Bob Ewell is a terrible man. He tried to hurt Atticus, Jem, and me. Auntie says that you can't expect anything else from those Ewells. They're bad people, nothing like us Finches.
When you first got news that Mr. Ewell was making threats to your father, how did you feel?
Everyone in town thought it entertaining. Me and Jem, however, did not. I said that Atticus was one of the deadliest shots in Maycomb, proposing that he could get Mr. Ewell. But Jem said that Atticus wouldn't carry a gun. Me and Jem even asked Atticus to borrow a gun to defend him and ourselves. But he said it was nonsense. I was very worried for my father's safety.
Why don't you tell me about the night Mr. Ewell attacked you and your brother?
Jem and I were walking home after my pageant. I was a ham. It was pitch black outside. It was a very still night. Jem heard someone walking behind us and thought it was Cecil Jacobs. He tried yelling at Cecil, and I called him a big wet hen. There was no reply.
Were you getting nervous at this point?
I was worried because Jem seemed uneasy. I suggested we sing, but Jem told me to be real quiet. I was barefooted, so we cannot increase our speed. Our company shuffled and dragged his feet as if wearing heavy shoes. Suddenly, he began running towards us with no child's steps.
What did you do next?
Jem told me to run. I took one giant step and lost my balance. I screamed for Jem to help me. I felt something crush my chicken wire-based costume.
You still had your costume on?
Yes.
All right, proceed with your story.
I heard scuffling, kicking sounds of flesh scraping dirt and roots. I felt Jem was trying to pull me with him. Then he got yanked backwards and I heard his screams. I fell into a flabby stomach whose owner was trying to squeeze the breath out of me.
At this moment, did you know who your attacker was?
No, ma'am, I did not.
Scout, now that you know who your attacker was, do you look at the Ewells differently?
Atticus said to always put yourself in other people's shoes, but that's a little hard to do in this case.
Thank you, Miss Jean Louise. That'll be all.